Schlockmeister fans, another review from my previous channel, Sybil Danning's Naughty Nymphs. Let's check it out. Sybil Danning plays Elizabeth. She just got fired from her job.
Dear Father, been fired again and haven't found another job for lack of references. Stop. I'm coming home, arriving on the 8:30 train. Stop. But their asses.
Their father is a moral crusader.
Our children are in danger. Not your daughters, though, because you are protecting them. That's quite sure. There you are right. But I have seen to it that their innocence and purity have been protected. They have been sheltered from the evils of life. They're as chaste as they were born.
This is Maria, one of his other daughters. She's not so innocent.
Oh my goodness, the man thinks he's not done. Why are men just after one thing?
You've had some bad experiences with men, I see.
Bad is hardly the word, and I'm sick to death of all of you and your fooling around.
Really that bad?
Yes, I was fired again. You see, I'm a nurse, and one of the male patients pinched my fanny. So out of sheer fury, I returned it just at the moment his imbecile wife chose to walk in. I went to examine my appendix, and since mine was removed, he got mad and canned me for not showing the scar.
If he asked that, it meant you were flirting with him, right?
You know I never flirt, Father, and certainly not with him. I couldn't stand the man.
So Maria and her sister, Christy,
Tease about Elizabeth? Well, I'm afraid she's a virgin, which means if she finds us messing around, she'll tell Father. That'd be a disaster. And then all of our fun will have to come to a stop. And all on account of an older sister who's still cherry.
Someone could replace
so her sisters want to get her laid.
Yes.
This guy wants to hire her.
Nurses are hard to find. Elizabeth would be honored to work for you.
Thanks for asking my opinion first before agreeing.
He's a doctor.
In the morning, we'll discuss your salary. That's very important.
Very coy if she
They want to find somebody to sleep with her sister, Elizabeth.
You wouldn't fool me. I'm afraid you're putting me on.
Elizabeth can't stand gentle guys. They have to have push and tack. Just come to the pharmacy at 10 to 9. Go to the garden and Christy will be there.
I'm afraid you take a supper.
So they manage to get him to the house, and they throw him in Elizabeth's bedroom.
Well, as I live and breathe, Nicholas, what a surprise.
Yes, well, I wanted to. Your sister said you were here, and I just.
And nothing's going to happen. Although she does agree to give him a back rub.
You have to relax and take things calmly. I'm going at it. I still don't believe she's just a beginner. Now, just a little farther down, farther.
So she starts her job in an incredible outfit.
Hope you enjoy your job.
Thank you, Doctor.
Oh, why be angry over yesterday? Your papa's a businessman. I hope you're as capable as you are pretty.
Which is more essential?
It's a toss-up.
Been a man for years. My only pleasure is looking.
You're a wife to look at.
You haven't seen my wife, have you? Too bad nobody's made a kind of pill to boost the virility we lose with age to full force again.
Come here. I know this pill can be made. The formula is written down in this old book that I got in medical school. Very charming girl.
Well, the sisters overheard that discussion about the secret pill they could create, and they decide to create one.
This is more her speed.
Several of them.
How many pills do you think we'll need? Oh, make 30. That should take care of Elizabeth. Odds are on our side. 30 men running after her. One's got to get it.
What if all 30 get to your sister?
5 to 10. Get everything set to go. After the trouble we've been to, I just hope these things work. We'll find out soon enough.
So they give this guy a pill.
Yeah. Now you go on. Just charge it, Romeo.
Can't really show you, but nothing happens. He ends up in Daddy's bed at one point, and some slapstick.
None of the men in my family have ever been fags. Children, he tried to rape me.
Are you all set to have your fanny pinched by our little savages? Not today. I brought along a few pills to make sure my bottom doesn't get pinched. Our boss doesn't allow sleeping pills because his fanny never gets pinched. I'm on your side.
So she has the horny pills. She thinks they're sleeping pills, though. Those are incredible outfits. My goodness. So the ladies hand out the drinks to everybody.
You know tea gives me cramps.
Nonsense. It's especially good today. You want some sugar? Just what you need to relax you. You're welcome.
So they all get big boners.
A woman! A woman!
Later on, Sybil Danning goes skinny dipping.
Elizabeth, you like this? I have to have you. Where'd she go? Elizabeth!
Elizabeth and her doctor employer might be starting a romance of their own.
Oh, please, God, help me. Make him drink this glass of water. Just thank God that I'm well-mannered, or else your stand-up.
Everybody's ingesting these
Why
pills.
I married you, I'd like to know. If this goes on, I'm gonna have to get a guy up this
Ooh, Lucia! Viene! Guarda!
What's there to look at? I've been looking for ages, and what do I see? Nothing.
Allora, vieni! I will show you! Lucia mia!
There's some slapstick involved and some
I thought you'd never...
mistaken identity, and an ambassador's involved, and it's allegedly Elizabeth's room, but it's not.
Oh, but this is that old book I got at school.
We copied the formula for the pill and we made up a batch.
What are you saying? You had help making them?
Yeah, Maria, Peter, Christy, and I.
You haven't taken the pills?
Oh, no, Mr. Baldy. Peter and I don't take the pill. We don't need it.
What did you mean by saying that recently you've had enough rest?
Maria and I sleep together and she keeps
What
me
are you
awake.
saying?
People are lined up for the pills.
What's happening out there?
Oh, they've come for the love pill, but that has nothing to do with Maria and
Now,
I.
Amadeus, out of curiosity, have you ever been in bed with a mafioso?
It's changed.
This is the girl's horny aunt,
Yeah,
Lily.
Oh, Christy, you haven't changed a bit. You look wonderful.
She gets totally naked too.
I haven't seen you around.
Yeah, my fiancé.
Oh, he's a darling.
Let me tell you all everything before Amadeus comes. You mustn't ever learn what happened.
Don't kill me until after you've heard what I came to say.
It so happens you've stayed indoors again. Please leave the way you came in. I've been filled in on.
Your sister got it all wrong,
Is that so?
Elizabeth. I know you slept in a room on the 4th floor, and I wasn't in room 133.
Then who was?
Ambassador von Klausberg.
And Burger.
Love is blooming.
Little Maria?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's all my doing. It's my fault, but...
No more buts. Now repeat after me, understand? Marcus,
Marcus,
I love you.
I love you.
Even dear old dad gets in on the action.
Best gift is me.
But instead, his girl gets somebody else, and he's got to hide under the bed.
Hi.
You're here already.
Come on, honey. Get undressed quick. I want to show you something.
Oh, Herbert, you're just great.
I am in tip-top shape tonight, baby.
Oh, you
Elizabeth finds love, and that's pretty much how our film ends.
I think you ought to do it again, Doctor.
All right, let's talk about Naughty Nymphs. Quite a title. I first became familiarized with this movie in probably 1992. It was one of the first movies that I taped off of cable when I was starting to tape movies on SP Speed, one movie per tape, and Naughty Nymphs popped up on Showtime or something, and that's where I got it. Stars Sybil Danning, early role for her in 1972. She was 20 years old that year. She plays this daughter of this guy. She's coming home. She lost her job, so she's coming back home to live with her two sisters and her dad. I don't know where mom is, but the two sisters are really sexed up, about the same age as her. Marie and Christy, I think, was their names. And Elizabeth, Sybil Danning's character, is not like that. She doesn't sleep around. I think she's still a virgin, actually. But anyway, her sisters sleep around with their boyfriends constantly. Now, their dad thinks they're all innocent girls or anything like that, and he's... But Sybil Danning is the only innocent one. Now, she knows that her sisters are sleeping around all the time, and she's threatened to tell their dad about their antics. So the sisters get paranoid, and they say, oh my God, what are we going to do if we can't have sex anymore? So they come up with a plan to try to get Elizabeth laid so that, you know, she's one of them, and she basically will get off their backs. Well, her dad is some sort of, in the medical field of some sort, I guess. And they find this medical book which tells them how to create a drug, a pill, which is basically, I guess, for lack of a better word, Spanish fly, a horny pill. And they want to give it to all these suitors, these men, so that they'll be jumping on their sister, and at least one of them will get a hold of her, I guess. I don't know. It's almost like assaulting her, but whatever. Anyway, but Elizabeth gets a hold of these pills first. Now, she happens to get another job working at this facility, and she thinks they're sleeping pills, and she gives them to all of her patients. Of course, all it does is make her patients horny and chase all the nurses around, and the nurses wear these incredibly revealing outfits with the skirt is halfway up their ass, and their boobs are practically popping out in the front too. It's a great outfit, by the way, but I've never seen nurses dressed like this before. But anyway, all the guys get sexed up at the place. Eventually, Elizabeth is going to go out with this doctor. I think his name Dr. Marcus or something like that. And there's all kinds of slapstick and antics, and none of it actually works out. But eventually Elizabeth ends up with this guy, and her sisters end up with their guys. Everybody's happy. Dad accepts it all, and I think they're all going to get married to their various partners, and that's pretty much how it ends. So anyway, that's it. Naughty Nymphs. German made, the Bavarians made all kinds of these movies in the early 70s. This one is a particularly silly one. Lots of nudity, full frontal nudity. Sybil Danning herself has multiple nude scenes in this movie, shower scenes. Again, that's why these movies are made, to titillate us, and this one does just fine. Sybil Danning is a beautiful actress, always has been. I think she had a boob job at some point, though, because in the early 70s, they were nice boobs and prominent boobs, but they weren't as big as they got in the 80s when she was doing, like, They're Playing with Fire and Howling 2 and that sort of thing. But nonetheless, it's quite a film. So, German sex comedy, yeah, there you go. So anyway, that's it. Now, I got this movie, I want to say 5 years ago. There was one copy available. 2 copies available, actually. One on eBay and one on Amazon. They were both going for $50. I tried to lowball the guy and offer him like $35, and he refused and said, no, there's only one copy anywhere else, anywhere. He went down by $1, $49, so I took it, whatever. Looked on eBay now. I'm glad I got it at the time because shortly thereafter, another one popped up and somebody was selling it for $500, which is ridiculous. I looked on eBay today and there was actually 2 copies in the $40 range. One was for $40 plus 7 shipping, and then one was for like $43. I don't know. But anyway, that's what you're going to pay for it if you find somebody reasonable. So, but it is kind of rare to find. It's not overly out there prominent. But anyway, that's it. Naughty Nymphs. Again, it does what it's supposed to. Check it out. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think about it. Watch it. Bye.